I'm just checking to see I'm on everything that I want to be on. There we go on that one. Hi, Rosie. Welcome. I'll give it another minute or so. Hi, Deb. Welcome. I have Emboss Resist technique to show you tonight. I'm going to show you how to do each one, but I already have it done. But I'm going to just start another one and then I'll finish it later. Hi, Tina. All right, it's 8 o'clock. We're going to get started, okay? I'm going to flip the camera down. And just to remind anybody that's not working with the current demonstrator and would like to take advantage of the special that we are having, the starter kit is $165 worth of product for $99 plus tax. So it would cost in the US $105 if your tax is 6%. Okay. $165 worth of product. That's anything you want out of this book, online exclusive. You can even go to the kits. You can get a kit. I would be glad to answer any questions you may have. There's no obligations. If you order the $165, you don't have to do anything. You can just keep it, use whatever you want to use, and that's it. Okay. If you want to continue to get the discount and everything, then you would need $300 every 3 months. Okay. So any questions, just give me a shout out at, I don't know where my thing is, Deb Lehigh, no, DKL333 at Comcast.net. That's my email. If you're interested in this, the starter kit, you can go to my website, deblehigh.stampinup.net, and hit, hi Shirley, and hit join now, okay? And it'll explain everything there too. Okay, so let me bring these cards over. And I am going to show you this one. It's this one here. And when you open it up, you have that. Okay. And I'm going to show you how to do that. I already have it done for the card. I'm just going to show you how I did the technique. Okay. I'm going to lay that here. I'm going to bring in my piece that is 2.5 by 5.25. And I used Pretty Peacock and orange on this one. So on here, tonight I'm going to show you how I did this one. It's Pretty Peacock and Calypso Coral. Hi Sue, welcome. Okay, Pretty Peacock and Calypso Coral. I use my Stampin' Right or blends brushes, and I think that's the one I want. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to just take this, tap it here so it's not real dark, and then just go where you want to go. Okay. And you're going to do the same thing in, that's pumpkin pie. Hold on a minute. Clips of coral. Yep. Clips of coral. And you're going to do the same thing. Tap. And then start swirling. Okay. That's all I'm going to do right now. I'm going to bring in my Versamark and my embossing powder. And I'm going to take my pad here. This is, oh my gosh, Embossing Buddy. You're going to just tap it around. It's resin. It's a resin solution. It's like powder that's in here. That is going to keep away any excess powder away from where you don't want it. Okay, then we're going to do our butterflies. So I got it, and this is using beautiful butterflies. Okay, I'm using this one and this one here. You're going to ink the big butterfly up first with the Versamark. Okay, and then you're going to stamp right over top of the paper. Now you will not. Hi, Carol. Yes, I am. I feel much better, although I'm still sneezing a little bit, but nothing like yesterday. Okay, now you won't be able to see this because it's a clear embossing, but I can see it here. I don't know if you can. There you go. Okay, so you're going to ink it up again. We used to do this years and years ago, and I've completely forgot about it. You try not to stamp over top your first image. If you do, it's no big deal. I'm going to put that aside. I'm going to bring in my little one. I'm going to see where I can stamp. Okay. Put that right there. Yep, I touched a little bit there, but that's okay. I'm bringing my tweezers. I should have had them down a little further. Get my embossing powder. And we're going to just cover where we embossed. Now you see that? See, that was pretty close. I should have had it down a little bit more. And then what you're going to do is you're going to turn on your heat tool. It's going to get a little loud. And you're just going to heat this. And you will see it get shiny. Here we go. You see that? It's just getting shiny there. And you're going to do that for the whole card, front here. I'm not going to sit here and let you watch it. I already had it done. I'll put that up here and I will finish that. And like I said, it would look like this. Okay. And then the next thing I did, oh yeah, let me finish it because you got to see how I finished the card. Let me put my tweezers back on. Now, some people will take the embossing gun and put it underneath and do it that way. Once it starts getting shiny, it doesn't usually take that long to finish it. But you want to make sure you get all the embossing powder heated, because if you take your finger over it and it's not all done, you'll swipe away the embossing powder. And I think we're good. It looks good. Okay. And then what I did was I took the leaf from Lifetime of Love, okay? And I took my Pretty Peacock and I am going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, turn it. I'm going to do the top. Okay. Now I'm going to bring in my cloth, and you see, if you look, it looks like it's stamped on top of the white butterflies. Okay. And take my rag, and I'm going to just go over where I embossed it. And now it looks like they're behind the butterflies and not on top. Okay. Then you want to take your blending brushes, and you're going to just go over the butterfly to give it a little more texture. Okay. Do the same thing with Pretty Peacock. I close these up so I don't get them all over me. Then bring my rag back in, and I am going to go over this. And you see how blue that is on the butterfly? When you take your rag over it, it will take that away from the whiteness of the butterfly, and it's all underneath. Okay, that's how I came up with. Now you can, if you want to stamp emboss something in here, you can. Yes and no, Shirley. It probably would, yes. That's a good question, Shirley. Okay, so now let's put the card together. This is 5 3/4 by 5 1/2. and you're going to score it at 1.5, and that's going to get folded over. This is 5.25 by 4. That's going to go in the center, so we're going to put that down. It probably would. I'll try it on the other one. It probably would do the same. The only difference would be that some of the orange, it's very light. It's not quite real bright white. Okay. But yeah, it probably would work the same way. All right, I'm not playing with that anymore. I got a new one here waiting. I'll put this down. Like so. And we're going to layer this on this piece. This piece is 2 3/4 by 5.5. Well, that's true too, Tina. Now this is going to get laid here. Okay. So I want to put my blending brush here. So I'm going to take, and since I already have enough on here, I'm just going to take it just a little bit down. In the same way with this one. That'll give me my inside. I didn't want to do that, Deb. Did it again, guys. Let me put glue here. And then what I'm going to do is put it this way. Yeah. And then when that dries, I will take my eraser over there. Or maybe put a piece of white inside there. But that's card number 1. So let me open this up. I'll leave that one lay there. Okay, move it. Oh, I forgot my hello. Just put a little glue here. And I'm going to put my hello right here in that space. Okay. Let's open that up. Flip this over. Rosie, you're so smart. I got it. Works every time. I think I'm still going to put white in there though. But there you go. Just put embossing buddy over it. I didn't even think of that. Okay. Card number 2. And this is using natural botanicals. Okay. And it's using this one and this one. Yeah, just those two. And already I put them on a big block together so I can stamp them together. Okay. But this is the card. Nothing inside. In fact, I didn't even put a piece of weight. I have it laying over here. All right, so let me show you how I did that. Bring this one out. Let me put this lid on for now. Don't need these. I used old olive and pumpkin pie and crushed curry. Okay. And what I did was I took pumpkin pie and I just went across. Then I took old olive and went across again. And then I took my crushed curry and went. I'm not pressing real hard either, guys. There you go. So, then what I did was I stamped on the image. And I'm going to stamp that right there. Ink it again. And we're going to stamp that again. Like so. Okay. Then we're going to bring in the embossing powder. My tweezers. And we're gonna just cover it. I didn't, you know what I didn't use? My embossing buddy. I think I got it. I just spilled some embossing powder. There we go. Set that aside. And then we're gonna just heat it up. I think we're good to go. Yep, don't feel any loose. And then I took the 3 colors. This is yellow, crushed curry. And I just went around each one, going up in the next one. Just to make it a little darker. And then the pumpkin pie. Ooh, that's really dark. And then I'm going to bring in the rag. And we're going to just go over it. For your resist, I could take that green and go in the middle a little. So then here's the same thing but different outcome, I think. 8.5 by 5.5. This is crushed curry. You're going to fold it in half at 4 1/4. And then you need a piece that's 5 1/4 by 4. This is 3 3/4 by 5. That's going to get laid on top. Okay, and then this gets laid on top of the base. And then for hello, I am going to find my hello, my Memento Black. And I'm going to stamp that like that. And then I am just going to cut it with my scissors just to trim it up. And I put a tag on that one. This will be a little one. And then I need 1 dimensional because it's a small one. And we'll put that right there. Well, come on, Deb. I took it off. And there you have card number 2. And then this gets I have a card for inside. Let me put that down. Okay, so card number 2. And the last one. Let me put my inks back. my gorgeous grape. Is your afternoon. And we are going to do this card. I changed it up a little bit. I'm doing it a little bit different. But this is my other card. Okay. You wouldn't believe my station here. It's so messed up, cluttered. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. This is basic white. Gorgeous grape is 3 by 5.25, 5.5, and this is 2.75 by 5.25. Okay, that'll get laid on top of there, and then this will go at the top and not in the middle. Okay, so let me show you. It's the same thing. The same thing that I did. Wait, got the wrong one here. Need the purple one. Okay. So I'm going to start up here and just go around. And the same thing with Gorgeous Grape. Now, I think any kind of ink would be good as long as it's quick drying. So, okay. And then we're going to bring in the big butterfly again. And our Versamark. And you really wouldn't have to color the cardstock. You can do your embossed and then go over the emboss. So I'm going to lay one like that. And one like this. And then the little one, I'm going to put at the top. Okay, so I get our embossing powder. Put this on. I got him touching, that's all right. It's hard to tell when you don't emboss it. And then let me get my tweezers to hold it. Emboss. I just rubbed some off. Hold on a minute. My finger touched. Okay. Yeah, I did too, Deb. So we're going to emboss this. And then I'm going to add the dots and emboss that. I think we're good. Now I can see where to put the little dots. So we're gonna put some there. And then we're gonna emboss those. On the first card I made, I did it in blue, the Azure Afternoon, and I thought, why not emboss the dots too? So it won't take long to do those. Thanks, Carol. Okay, they look all done. So now, gonna take the blue and we're gonna go over it a little more, make it a little darker. And we're gonna do the same thing with Gorgeous Grape. Close these up. And we're gonna wipe off. I can move this away now. Put the lid back on so it don't get spilt. And then you put it together. This is Gorgeous Grape. And you're gonna put it just like that. Okay. Then I took a piece of Gorgeous Grape and Azure Afternoon, and it was a strip. It's however long you want them. And I folded it and I put flags on the end. They are going to lay under the card, like so. Okay. So before we do that, I want to stamp. And I found something I was going to stamp. A sweet friendship is good for the soul. I'll have it on. And I'm going to do that in the azure afternoon. And I'm going to put it at the bottom here, like so. And then we can put it together. Okay. So I'm going to get a piece of tear and tape. And I'm going to lay it right here on the end. And then I am going to put these, oops, had it the wrong way. I have it on the wrong end. So it's going to have to go this way. Should look, Deb, before you do that. That's all right. Now, did I do that right? Did I do that again? I did. Deb. I'll get it soon, guys. Only on lives. So I'm going to put that right there. And put this one right beside it. Like so. That's going to go just like that. And then I'll put a little bit of glue under here so they stay down. Hold them. We'll put glue on here. And we're going to glue this. I'm leaving a little bit of white border at the top. And that's my card. And that is how you do that. Thanks, Shirley. All right, guys. Let me put some of this stuff away and bring them out. So there's that way, and then you have this way. Okay. Whoops. Let me zoom out just a tad. There we go. And then we have these two, which is basically the same. And this. All right. Thanks, Sue. All right. I am going to say good night. And hopefully I'll get a scrapbook page done between now and tomorrow night. Because it's scrapbooking Wednesday. And then Friday, I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing yet. So, but I just want to say thank you for joining me, and I appreciate all of you. And have a great rest of the evening. It is now 8:43. So I will see you tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, right here. Have a wonderful